Sniper's rooftop rampage turns Dallas ICE office into Alamo 2.0. In a scene ripped straight from a low-budget action flick rejected by Netflix, the Dallas ICE office became the stage for a one-man Wild West showdown on September 24, 2025, leaving one detainee dead, two critically wounded, and the nation wondering if border security now requires a script doctor and a stunt coordinator. Meet Joshua Yan, a 29-year-old suburbanite turned rooftop sniper, who decided to channel his inner John Wick with an antique 8mm Mauser rifle, because nothing screams revolution like dusting off a World War relic to settle a score with immigration paperwork. Picture the chaos: a sun-baked Dallas morning, where the only things hotter than the asphalt are the tempers inside the ICE facility. Agents are buried under an avalanche of forms thicker than a Buc-ee's brisket sandwich, processing detainees while dodging budget cuts sharper than a Bowie knife. Suddenly, bang! Yan, perched on a nearby rooftop like a discount Clint Eastwood, unloads a barrage of bullets etched with anti-ICE graffiti, because even his ammo had a manifesto. His target, an unmarked van in the Sallyport, carrying 3 shackled Mexican nationals who probably thought their worst day would involve a missed court date, not starring in Die Hard, Deportation Edition. One detainee, Miguel Angel Garcia Medina, didn't make it, while his 2 companions are now fighting for their lives in a hospital, one still cuffed to the bed as his wife begs for a shred of compassion amid the red tape. The aftermath was pure Hollywood. Surveillance footage shows ICE agents diving for cover, heroically shielding the very folks they're tasked with deporting, proving that even in a bureaucracy, instincts can outshine badges. Yan, apparently uninterested in a sequel, ended his performance with a self-inflicted finale, leaving behind a notebook scribbled with plans to disrupt ICE and a social media trail littered with hammer and sickle emojis and Antifa fan art. His mom, a fiery Democrat who's been tweeting shade at Texas Republicans for years, must be wondering where her son swapped family barbecues for rooftop rebellions. Naturally, the internet's already spun this into a conspiracy kaleidoscope. It's the cartels. Screams one ex-post. No, it's a deep state setup. Insists another. Meanwhile, a third user claims Yan was just protesting the office's terrible coffee. This isn't a one-off plot twist. The Department of Homeland Security's sounding alarms louder than a foghorn at a tailgate, reporting a 1,000% surge in attacks on ICE facilities, think Molotov cocktails, doxed agents, and cars used as battering rams. Attorney General Pam Bondi's response? Turn every ICE office into Fort Knox, complete with extra DOJ muscle, because nothing says secure borders like a federal building cosplaying as a medieval castle. President Trump, never one to miss a marquee moment, hit the airwaves to pin the blame on radical leftists and open border lunatics, promising to build a wall so high it'll block out the sun, or at least the next news cycle. He's probably drafting an executive order to arm agents with lassos and Stetsons while he's at it. Meanwhile, immigrants with routine ICE appointments showed up the next day, wading through crime scene tape like it's just another Tuesday. The victims' families, like Garcia Medina's wife, are caught in a Kafkaesque nightmare, pleading for unshackled hospital visits while the system shrugs, sorry, protocol. It's a perfect snapshot of America's immigration saga, 1 part tragedy, 2 parts absurdity, with a side of who's got the popcorn. How does a vintage rifle end up in a vigilante's hands? Why does border security feel like a reality show called Extreme Makeover, Siege Edition? And in a nation where thoughts and prayers are handed out like free samples at Costco, will this spark actual change, or just inspire a new line of ice-proof Kevlar vests?